Hey, I'm Smirky, and I want to quickly showcase a nice A rush for CS2 Anubis that you can try on CS2. In the strat, we're going to have a Molotov backside, a smoke heaven, and a molly or a smoke instead of camera, combined with some nasty flashbangs. With these pieces of util, we're going to have the majority of our players run into heaven, through main, following this path, running up into plat with some supportive flashbangs. While we have players running up into the site, we will also have players running into pillar and onto the site. This A rush, in my opinion, is really good, as you get a lot of util down with really powerful supportive flashes, essentially making it a full execute. But want to get individual training and CS classes for 30 days for 50 cents on your first month?
Affirmative.
Well, thanks to today's sponsor, CS2 Academy, you can.
Yes, my friends, yes!
CS2 Academy is the CS school where you can join frequent classes hosted by various pro players and coaches. In these classes, you can submit demos in the Discord to be reviewed and critiqued by the coaches, or join them in theory sessions on a map. And I will also be hosting some of these sessions myself. On top of this, they host weekly scrims where you can jump into a 5v5 with coaches on both teams, helping you during and after the game.
Our enemies tremble.
This entire course is $29 per month, but again, you can try the course for pretty much free for 30 days by using code Smirky at checkout, which equates to 12 classes. Now go on and rank up. Starting with our first player, who is going to be the supporting member. Player 1 is going to run down canals and get stuck in this corner. First, you're going to Molotov backside by aiming at this crack and jump throwing. Next, you will smoke off heaven by aiming at the start, aiming a bit to the right and jump throwing. After the smoke, you want to throw this flashbang, aiming at this window and left click throwing. After the first flash, you want to throw a second flash by aiming anywhere on this line and jump throwing. Then using the extra flash player 2 has dropped you, you're going to put your crosshair in line with these hieroglyphs and aim at this arrow. When ready, left click throw. The Molotov you threw will land backside. The smoke you threw will land in heaven, and you can use the smoke if you wanted to creep in. It's up to you. The first flash is designed to try and get players on pillar. It may not always be successful, as depending on if the player is actually looking at it, but as shown here, it can get them depending on how they're looking. The second flash will be thrown to get CT players who are around heaven, plat, site, stairs, or even camera. And you can also use these flashbangs to peek out without being affected. And lastly, the third flash will be used to get players 3 and 4 up the stairs and peeking into plat and killing a blind CT. This is what the util looks like altogether. After throwing your util, you're going to be in charge of holding main, being ready for any players to stab you in the back. Now for player 2. You probably want player 2 to be your star player due to the pathing and opportunity he has. At the start of the round, you're going to come down towards canals, being careful of connector, and drop player 1 an extra flashbang. Once you're in main, you're going to run straight towards pillar, clear it. From this position, you can fight any CT members ready to peek out onto your players. Players 3 and 4 are going to make their way into heaven to make sure they don't make any noise for the mid players if they run through canals. Once they're in main, they can hug the left wall, sticking together, running up the stairs and clearing plat with the supportive flash from player 1. Having plat and heaven for your afterplants is so powerful and gives you a high chance of winning the afterplant. And lastly for player 5. Player 5 will throw some pieces of util. At the start of the round, he will come in line of this wall, aim in line of this roof and left click throw. Afterwards, he runs and left click throws this molly into camera. Then, carrying the bomb, he will take it and plant on site. The flashbang will be used to force CT players running into main to fall off. And the Molotov will land in camera, making it really difficult to defend the A site. However, do be aware, there is a possibility you do miss the Molotov, but it doesn't really matter, as if you do miss it, it's going to land in a different position to annoy the CTs. But alternatively, you could throw a smoke instead, which will block off camera entirely. However, players can run through, and if you do miss it, it can be a bit annoying for you.